Journey. Yes. The speaker spoke about his journey. Very good. I liked his enthusiasm. Let me regress a little bit. What is an F1 speech? It's an introduction. And yes, Scott has been around for quite a few sessions, and I do compliment you on finally saying, yes, it's time to get up and actually give a proper speech. So I congratulate you on that. It's always difficult to maybe do an F1 because where do you start your journey? And it's usually most people talk about themselves, and he did. He had an opening comment about his subject. I'm going to start here. He didn't actually start from the beginning. I think he focused more on the second half of his life, more of it because about his wife. I was going to say, did he have eye contact? He'd had some contact, but you could tell when he was speaking, he had eye contact. He was thinking about his wife. Obviously, she's very important in his life. And you could tell that he had passion and commitment about the person he was talking about because that person's made such an impact on his life. Very much so. That was self-evident. It's nice to see someone be emotionally committed to, a nice relationship. Not a bad word came out of it. I can certainly sympathize about the children wanting to know everything. I used to bother my dad to no end. I want to know. About what? Well, what's that? Well, that's an aircraft engine. Yeah, well, how does it work? Well, it turns the propeller. Yeah, but how does it turn the propeller? Well, it starts off with, and before you know it, I'm explaining, or my dad's explaining, it compresses fuel, fuel comes in, there's an explosion that pushes this up and down. You can just go on and on and on, and I bet your children do the same thing. Very nice. An F1 speech is the beginning of a journey within the club, and because he has some experience already, he's used other elements throughout, the use of voice, gestures. There was a lot of hand clasping, but we're all guilty of that. But he did have some gestures with that and so forth. I would say that he was definitely enthusiastic about his speech. He was also semi-engaging, which is good. He also used notes. F1 speech, I could say he definitely passed your F1, and we're definitely looking forward to your further exploitations to the F ranks. And maybe a learning point would be, yes, using of notes, and John Crawford will bring it up about how to use of notes. Don't feel guilty for using notes, because that's what notes are for. Even the best speakers have a reference in case they have a bit of mind freeze. And unless you're really expert on the subject. Of course, you knew your subject, you just wanted to put it in a constructive format. And as an F1 speech, I compliment you. Scott, please move on to your next level.